Amina was a very hardworking student in school. Every morning, she arrived before most of her classmates and always sat in the front row, eager to learn. Her teachers admired her because she paid attention in class, completed every assignment on time, and never gave up when lessons became difficult. While other children hurried home after school, Amina often stayed behind to ask questions or borrow books from the small school library. Although her family was poor, Amina believed that education was the key to changing her life. She dreamed of becoming a doctor so she could treat sick people in her village, where many families struggled to access quality healthcare. At home, life was far from easy. Before going to school each morning, Amina swept the compound, fetched water from a distant river, helped her mother prepare breakfast, and cared for her younger siblings. By the time she left for school, she was already tired, but she never complained. She knew that every day in the classroom brought her one step closer to her dream. Her teacher often praised her determination. One day, he told the class, "Amina will achieve great things because she works hard and never stops learning." His words encouraged her, but not everyone believed in her dream. Some villagers thought educating girls was unnecessary. They believed the girl's future was only to get married and care for a family. Whenever Amina spoke about becoming a doctor, some people laughed. "A doctor," they would say. "Girls from this village don't become doctors." Their words hurt her, but they did not break her spirit. As the years passed, her family's financial situation became worse. Her father's harvest failed, and money became scarce. Paying school fees became increasingly difficult. Around that time, there was a wealthy man in a neighboring village who was about the same age as Amina's father. He was known throughout the region for his wealth. He owned several cars, large herds of cattle, fertile farmland, and had more money than most families in the area could imagine. He already had 5 wives, but he wanted Amina to become his 6th wife. In their community, where polygamy was widely practiced and accepted, many people believed that marrying into a wealthy family was one of the best ways for a girl to secure her future. Some villagers even encouraged Amina's parents, telling them they were fortunate that such a wealthy man had chosen their daughter. They said, "Your family will no longer struggle. Your daughter will live comfortably, and you will gain respect in the community." Faced with failed harvests, growing debts, and constant financial hardship, Amina's parents began to believe this was the only opportunity to save their family from poverty. Eventually, her parents decided that Amina should get married before continuing her education. When Amina heard the news, she was heartbroken. "Please let me finish school," she pleaded with her parents. "If I complete my education, I can help our family even more." Her parents loved her deeply, but they felt they had no other choice. Preparations for the wedding began. Neighbors gathered to decorate the compound. Relatives arrived with gifts, songs filled the air, and the village prepared for the ceremony. On the wedding day, guests gathered in colorful traditional clothing as the celebration was about to begin. Suddenly, several police vehicles arrived at the ceremony. The music stopped. The officers explained that they had received a report that the bride was underage. They spoke respectfully with Amina's parents, village elders, and community members. After confirming her age, the authorities stopped the marriage because it violated the law protecting children. Although many people were shocked, the moment gave Amina another chance to continue her education. With support from her teachers and members of the community, Amina returned to school. She studied harder than ever before, spending long evenings reading by the light of a kerosene lamp after completing her household chores. Her hard work paid off. She excelled in her examinations and earned a scholarship that allowed her to attend university. Years of dedication followed as she studied medicine, determined to fulfill the dream she had carried since childhood. Finally, after many years of sacrifice, Amina graduated as a doctor. She returned to her village wearing a white coat and a stethoscope, welcomed by the same community that had once doubted her. People lined the roads to celebrate her achievement. Parents proudly brought their children to meet Dr. Amina, and many girls looked at her with admiration, realizing that their own dreams were possible too. Soon afterward, a community gathering was organized. Standing before a crowd of young girls, parents, teachers, and village leaders, Dr. Amina smiled as a banner behind her read, "Education opens doors." She spoke with confidence. "When I was a young girl, many people believed my dreams were too big. There were times when I thought I would never finish school. But I learned that determination, education, and the support of those who believe in you can change your life." She looked at the young girls in the audience. Never stop learning. Never believe that your background determines your future. Your dreams are valid, and with hard work and perseverance, they can become reality. The audience applauded as parents embraced their daughters with renewed hope. From that day on, Amina was remembered not only as the village's first doctor but also as the young girl whose determination inspired an entire generation to believe in the power of education. Moral: hard work, education, and perseverance can overcome even the greatest obstacles. When children are given the opportunity to learn and pursue their dreams, they can transform not only their own lives but also the future of their communities.